Welcome back to the channel, y'all. I hope y'all are having another good day. So we're bringing some more content. Today's video is going to be a CCC it's going to be a CCV delete on the 4th channel. Okay, so we're going to be getting rid of the current crankcase setup that they have on the trucks from factory. I'm going to answer all of the myths and all of the speculation questions about it and stuff. This is probably one of the most questioned videos on my channel from way back in 2018, deleting the CCV on these trucks. Okay, so y'all check it out. We got the stuff over here. So what we have here is we'll just call it the delete kit. Got it off Amazon. I will have links for all of these products today in today's video. Links will be down below in the description box for these products. Okay, so here we have the CCV delete. This is super basic. It just has a little baby filter with the elbow, the little plug. CCV delete also takes like 15 minutes. All right, this is an air filter. I'm going to change the air filter. I bought this off Amazon. It had really good reviews, just because I don't know when the last time they changed the air filter. It was like 15 bucks. And then here we have a brand new crankcase filter. Okay, probably should have took it out the pack, but this is not the Mopar one, because the Mopar one is like 70-80 bucks. This is a aftermarket one, but it had excellent reviews, like really good reviews, and you guys can see it on Amazon. So I'm willing to put it on my truck. Plus, for what it does, once you, how do I say this? It really isn't going to do much once you delete or have your CCV setup deleted. Okay, so check it out, y'all. I know in the past the big thing was, oh, you got to gut the filter. You gotta gut it, put it back in. No. You ain't gonna do none of that. All right. What I like to do is I will buy a brand new filter from scratch, put this filter in, take the old one out. You ain't gotta gut it or nothing. Get your elbow, set your elbow up, and then plug the bottom by the turbo side, and you're done. Like, that's it, legitimately. Now, that's how I do my CCV deletes. A couple myths and things out there. First things first, people think, what is the purpose of a CCV delete? Basically, it's so that way your turbo is not sucking in your engine's crank fumes. Okay, that's what it is. I should have showed y'all a little bit of it when I had the intake off. I'm not going to take the intake off, but if your crankcase system is stock and in place, take off your intake elbow, go into your turbo, and look at the inlet in the turbo. You're going to see a bunch of like basically sludge slash oil residue. Okay, that oil residue is basically the crank fumes from your engine going into your turbo. So the government, EPA, they said, hey, we can no longer have open breathe-in, open ventilated crank systems. Like, you must contain it due to the environment. So what does that mean? Well, what they did was they started to set it up to where it just stays internal the whole time. Kind of similar to the DPF system. I think let me go over here and show you guys, that way you get a better understanding. All right, it's about to be some education going on. Let me take this mount off real quick. One sec. It's about to get real. Okay, so check it out. From this guy here, all right, from here it's gonna go down to your turbo. All right, it goes down to your turbo. What's going on here? Well, when your engine's running, the crank, it has crankcase pressure, right? Gases and just fumes generate from the engine running. Well, what's happening is your turbo's acting like a vacuum, and it's sucking from there on the side of the crankcase housing. It's sucking all those fumes into the turbo. From there, it just goes through the turbo like whatever. You know what I'm saying? Well, actually, because it goes through the turbo, it actually, some of it probably cycles back into the engine, but none of the point less. It's going into your turbo, right? Now, what does that mean? Well, you're essentially putting sludge, grease, all that stuff into your turbo, which you don't want. All right, that can cause premature wear. A lot of times, that's why when you see these videos saying CCV delete on these Cummins, they title it "Save Your Turbo for 10 bucks, Save Your Turbo for 20 bucks, Save Your Turbo for 40 bucks," because the purpose of a CCV delete is not really for the engine's sake. It's more so for your turbo's sake. Okay, so what happens is that's basically it in a nutshell. So what we're going to do is, we don't want that stuff going into the turbo. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this off. We're going to put a little filter here, and then on down there by the turbo side, we're going to plug it. We're going to put a plug in there. All of that comes in the CCV delete kit. Again, It's all, I have all links down below in the description box, so you can click on it. As soon as you drop down the box, you'll be able to see the links. You can go to it. Yes, this will work on a 6.7 Cummins, any 6.7 Cummins, okay? It don't matter if it's a 3rd gen 6.7, a 4th gen 6.7, or a 5th gen 6.7. If you have a 6.7 Cummins, it will work. This will work for your application, okay? Also, another thing, check engine light. I have only done CCV deletes. Let me grab my mount. I have only done CCV deletes on my trucks since they've been deleted, okay? There's a good chance you will get a check engine light if your truck is stock, like 100% bone stock. You will probably get a check engine light. It's gonna probably either say service required, or you're just gonna get a check engine light, and then when you run the code, it's gonna say something along the lines of crank breather, crank sensor, or crank vent sensor, something weird like that. If your truck's deleted and you have tuning, like, you know, a custom tuner or somebody that does your tunes for you, all you have to do is reach out to them and say, hey, I did a CCV delete on my truck. Can you clear that and turn off that sensor or whatever is causing that light to go off? Can you turn that off? And they can do that. I was talking with the boys over at Dirty Diesel Customs, because that's where I get my tunes from. Link down below if you want some. And I asked him about that. I said, hey, am I going to get a check engine light? He's like, for CCS tuning, all of his tunes come already from him with that turned off, where you shouldn't get a light. And if you do get a light, just hit them up and they can get it taken care of. So custom tuning is the way to go if you want to do this and not have a check engine light. On the 3rd gens, you won't get a check engine light. You'll just get on the center overhead, you'll get that little display. It'll say perform service needed. You can try clearing it. They got the gas pedal trick where you turn the key, cycle it 4 times, pump the brake 4 times. It's on. You got to look at that. You got to look it up. All right. That's in a nutshell. Hopefully that explains to you guys the purpose of a CCV delete. Now we're going to actually do it. Takes 15 minutes. Let's All right, so at this point now, usually when you do this, you don't have to take the valve cover off. I'm taking it off, obviously, because I told you guys I'm changing the CCV filter, the crankcase filter. But what you would want to do is come over here, disconnect that line right there, that band clamp or that hose clamp right there, pull it off, and then we're going to come down there. Let's see if I can get down there. We are going to just follow the line, and it leads you to the turbo, and then you would just disconnect it from down there, take the whole line out, and then we're going to install the plugs, okay? So I'm going to do that, and then but I'm also going to change this filter out right now. All right, so went ahead, got the valve cover back on with the new CCV filter in there. Again, that's personal preference. You do not have to change your CCV filter. I'm doing it just because I recently acquired the truck, so I don't know when's the last time it's been changed, so I'm gonna do it. Okay, so in your kit, it'll come with the filter, elbow, band clamps. Pretty straightforward. Let's go ahead and do that. Get your clamp. Put the clamp on. I'm gonna rotate that because I don't like the way that looks. Yeah, there we go. And you just tighten your clamp up. And I mean, this is mainly for aesthetics. I don't know. It probably serves a purpose. But what I could tell you is if you gut this filter, If you gut that filter and put it back in, you're gonna have oil all over here, all around your valve cover. It's just real messy. It's gonna make your engine bay smell like diesel oil. So save yourself the headache and just leave it in there. It doesn't hurt anything. And you only change the filter like every 60 something thousand miles. So ain't like you're buying it all the time. I had to show you guys this real quick. This is why you change your air filter. That is disgusting. Oh my goodness. That right there is textbook why you change your air filter. Wow. My God. I mean, it did its job, but from the top, it looks fine. From the top, you can't tell until you pull it out. And look at all the bugs and crap in here. I'm gonna get my shop vac and vacuum that out real quick. Alright y'all, so this is what it looks like when the crankcase filter delete is done. I'm gonna go ahead and crank her up here in a little bit. Just make sure we don't get no check engine lights, but I'll do that off camera. But yeah, this is what it would look like down there. You see, oh, that's a nice shot. Wow, look at that money shot. There's the plug. It's tight, don't worry. It's just when you tighten the clamp, it'll squeeze it, so it'll kind of want to come up, but you'll know it's good. She's good though. So the plug's in there on the turbo side. So this is it. Everything's reconnected. Brand new CCV filter in there. Brand new god dang air filter. Jesus, man, that was bad. And even if you don't want to do the CCV delete, which I don't know why you wouldn't, I highly encourage it. It's a good, cheap assurance mod. Just look in there and you can see all of the nasty element in there, a filter. It's just caked. Oh, this is a better shot. You know what I'm saying? It's just caked with crap and stuff. So you definitely want to do your justice to your truck, to your transmission. You want to do justice to your truck and to your engine. And this right here, this is like super unacceptable. It was like one step below a rat nest living in there. That is disgusting, man. Wow. Whatever, I'm glad I changed it though. It's good now. So hopefully, if you guys got any questions, by all means, I encourage you to ask. That's how you do a CCV delete on your truck. Hopefully I answered all the questions that you guys may have had. Super simple job. Does not take long at all. Very inexpensive, I think, for the delete kit. 40 bucks Amazon. And that's it. The filter is optional. You don't have to change the filter, but if you've never changed it and you have at least 70,000 miles on your truck, I would highly encourage you to change it, because that can lead to back pressure, or not back pressure, but built up crank pressure in your engine, which can lead to premature gasket failures. You know, if you got gasket leaks, oil leaking out and stuff, it's probably because your crank pressure is a little too high, because that filter, this filter, is clogged up, so it has nowhere to go. You know what I'm saying? With the setup now, in theory, it should go into the atmosphere, but with that brand new crank filter in there, it's probably gonna semi go to the atmosphere, like out the valve cover. But either way, this is a very good mod to save that turbo. Again, the purpose of this mod is to save the turbo, keep that crud from getting inside of your turbo. Okay, so once again, thank you guys so much for joining the channel. Until next time, which is gonna be soon. Thank you. Like, comment, subscribe in the video, all that good stuff. You guys have been killing the comment sections. Keep it up. I respond to all you guys as fast as I can. And thank you guys so much. We're slowly creeping up to 30,000 subscribers, so I'm getting excited for that too. So until next time, you guys take care, be safe, peace out, and I'll see y'all